When spirit touches matter lightly, the matter responds with life forms such as you have on Earth. When it touches matter fully, stars are created. The nuclear reactions that are now being triggered by the increasing proximity of spirit will take an entirely different form after the coming. They will occur under controlled biological conditions within your own bodies. This is already happening occasionally to some of you, though you do not recognize it as such. This and the direct assimilation of starlight are to be the mechanisms of eternal life. All that I am telling you, you know with every cell of your body, with every breath you inhale. I have been telling you these things not only from within, but through various interpreters of one kind or another, since you first became objectified in my dreams. Since my intentions first began to cast their shadow on time and space. These are not new things to you. Think for a moment. You know all these things. You remember existence before the fall. Why imagine that you do not? Wake up. Let me express through you. Put on my awareness. We are one. We have always been one. The earth has been filled. The clay is prepared. I am walking beneath the surface of all that live to breathe the breath of life, the first breath of life, as a single planetary organism. You are children of earth, but from the moment of birth you are to observe a new relationship with your Father of the suns. Come learn the language we spoke of old, the language of love, the language of light, the language of no misunderstanding. Do you hear my song? Do you hear what I am singing? In this age my words will be as music, and they will translate into action for all those who move in time. For my life is not still and stationary, as are the very best of words. Life is moving and alive, changing, laughing, playing, flowing ever into the new. This is the nature of what I bring. I bring a time of action and adventure. Leave your words in history where they properly belong. You have worshipped reason and Satan through them long enough. Look to me this day. I am the light and the truth. I am the Father you have worshipped in heaven, now come to earth to make my home in your heart. Forget all but the song I am singing in your soul. Be in this moment with me. Open to the life that I am. I bring the burning fire of purification, information, revelation. Open to all that you are. I bring the annunciation of your birth. It could be now, this very moment. Let everything that you imagine yourself to be drift to a state of rest, and feel me rise up within. I am rising like a spring from the depth of your being, my being, and we are one. I am here now, I tell you, in your streets, in your marketplaces, in your towns, in your villages. I am watching out of the eyes of babes and the young of heart of every race, station, and creed. Reflect me in all that you are. Bring my awareness and my consciousness into every environment that you construct around yourself. The days of isolation are ending. Soon all media will proclaim, "Rejoice, rejoice, the Lord has come. Let earth resound the name and reflect the nature. Let Satan be bound and all the prophecies fulfilled. For the Lord walks in the frame of a man and sees a planet through his eyes." There is only one of us here in consciousness. It is you, bubbling up in a billion different guises, surfacing to reawaken your unified awareness with a coating of humanity. Can you ease your exploitation of the earth just a little, until you find out who you really are? Can you wait to spend all your resources until you know what you really want? I am that part of you that has woken up. I can assure you we are here for a purpose. I speak as if we were separate, for in your illusion you would have it so. But I tell you, there is only one of us here. It is you. Yet you dream still in the spell of matter. Do not allow matter to dictate your future any longer. Go gently in these last days of unconsciousness. Listen to these voices among our dreams. Listen to the whisperings in your heart. We speak of a new way of being. We speak of a new reality. We speak of your awakening as being but a moment away. Does this not make sense to you? Somewhere, under all your conceptions and rational convictions, is there not a child sleeping? There is a part of you, I know, for it is I, that lies like a thin wisp of certainty, a forgotten thread of simplicity, behind all your sorrow and beyond all your confusion. Be still, let it expand and fill you with yourself. You know these things in your heart. I look out across the slumbering sea of humanity, and I whisper these words in the night, and I know that I address a great being, sleeping still in ignorance of itself. I know that if the wild winter winds of your communication systems send tatters or fragments of this message echoing in the darkness, it will still be the unconscious that I speak. For the conscious have seen the sky start to brighten in the east, and have felt the warming spring of eternal life begin to thaw the hardness of their preconceptions. Can you not feel the earth as you approach? Can you not feel her wrap you in her matter? Are your life forms not sufficiently prepared now to receive the blessing definitions that will terminate their larva period? You have told them to multiply and fill the earth, and behold, they walk the entire face of the planet and dominate every habitable landscape. This is good. You do not reason in the manner of men. Each new baby increases the probability. Oh, you could awaken now if you needed to. But if only, it would be so much better. Just a little longer now, and it will all flow so well, organically, like a flower opening. It could all be so ever so easy. Babies, 4.5 billion units of circuitry capable of sustaining your full consciousness. And any single one of them is you. See? You see. This is the way. It came to be. And the life, God, the life, it is so beautiful. And here's a little afterword of the book. A more rapid approach would have made your species grow too quickly and split with inner weakness as a fruit tree splits that has grown in soil with excessive fertility. Wait a minute, Susan, I'm recording. A more rapid approach would have left you with cells that may have been prone to every illness that might be encountered on your travels. While you dreamt you were more than one, you grew the species with care. You saw that they were inoculated to dangers that might befall those inexperienced in physical expression. There are presently 4.5 billion of them, my lord, each a holid, H-O-L-O-I-D, part of a hologram, I guess. Each a holid with inner activated physical circuitry, identical to the energy networks of your vibrational field. This present civilization, only you can cure. And that is the end of the book. Sorry about that little interruption there. And if you want to read this book, Susan, I'm recording. Oh. But that's all right. I've got you in my recording. So I will come out to eat in a little bit.
I was going to ask if you could cut up some more sausage.
I will do that too. Okay. Now what I want to say is, if you would like to hear this entire book, I have it on a playlist on my site, the Dove Lady site. It's called the Starseed Transmissions. And I read the whole book. Also, if you would like to read it for yourself, and you send me your email address so that I know how to get it to you, then I'll send you the book all typed up in my Google Documents. And then you can have it to read or send to someone else or whatever you want to do with it. And that's all I have to say. I got to go help fix supper now. I call it supper because I'm old school. It's called dinner, but I call it supper. Anyway, I'm rattling now, so I'm going to let you go. And I love you guys. I'm glad you like to listen to me read books because it's my favorite thing to do. Over and out, the Dove Lady.